Hello and welcome to ADHD TV with me, Jo Richards. So I wanted to just discuss a study that explains the power of human connection. And basically what it proves is connection is the force that has the biggest difference in a person's life. So this study that was done, it was called the Harvard Study of Adult Development, and it started in 1938. And it started with males, and then they brought in females, and then they were also interviewing all of them and then their children. And so it's the longest study into happiness and well-being. And basically what the lead researcher and psychiatrist George Valiant discovered was that when you were looking at joy, fulfillment, the actor to happiness was love. And so is the more quality and the more or what certain way of it, it's really difficult for you to explain to other people, what's going on. And also it's really hard for you to advocate for yourself. But once we know that we are ADHDers and that actually there are challenges that, and then once we understand what they are, so things like time blindness, things like object consistency, the fact that we don't have executive functioning. Our secretary, who we'll call executive functioning, that's her name, his name, whatever you prefer, has gone out, had a few gins, and we really struggle with that side of organising things and making things a priority and running calendars and all the mundane things that we know what to do, but we really struggle to do it on a continuous, consistent basis, means that we do forget things. We don't want to. I know that I've, woke up and automatically gone, oh yes, it's Kate's birthday and it's 4:00 in the morning. I'm not going to message yet. And so then you think, oh, I'll do it later. And then you're on the school run and you think, oh gosh, it's Kate's birthday. I need to message Kate. And I'll do it as soon as I get back from the school run. And then you get back from the school run and then you blink and 4 days later, you're like, oh my gosh. So your intention was really, really good. And you might have even had a calendar reminder, because there's, for me, definitely no way that my head's just going to know that information. I would have had maybe Moonpig set up, reminding me 2 days before via email, and then also a calendar invite. I used to love Facebook for that reason, but I don't really go on to Facebook apart from kind of work situations, so I don't go on and kind of peruse very much. So that really became a tool that used to help but doesn't help anymore. So yeah, it's just all of those things. Like, our intent is really good, but unfortunately we do go into hyper focusing, we do have time blindness, and we intend to send the birthday card and just haven't quite got around to doing it. So there are consequences. It could be that our partner is really upset with us because every morning we're 15 minutes late to leave for work, and the chaos and the carnage of that 15 minutes of find your keys, find your purse, bring everything together. I find transitions so difficult. And I used to say to my children when they were younger, before I knew I had ADHD, I just find this really difficult this time. And so could everyone just not speak to me while mummy just gets all her stuff together? So stressed. Obviously, once I found out I had ADHD, I was able to have a much calmer and had so much more vocabulary to be able to give my children and my partner at the time as to why transitions were really difficult for me. And just silly things like putting the keys always go where the keys live, like having a home for everything. My purse is always in the handbag and the handbag's always in the cupboard. And so once you can put so many things in place to support yourself. But knowing that we can struggle with connection and love, and it's because of our ADHD, really does open up our curious minds, our ADHD curious minds, and then we can go and explore and find out where we're struggling, and then put things in place that we can help to support ourselves and the relationships that we want to keep and the new ones we want to build. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.